Hello. Right, so we have another chair over here. Come on in. Come on in. It's safe. This is a safe space.
Yeah. Safe space.
Yeah. So, if you'd like to introduce yourself and just who you are, what it is you're doing in the team.
So I'm Louis. I'm the game designer for our team. I've done the systems design and the basement level design as well.
Cool.
And I'm Robert. I'm a environment artist.
Cool. Thanks for joining us today then. So first question, I guess, is where did the idea come from? What was it you were trying to achieve in your game?
So originally we just kind of started with, we wanted to make a gory game. And we wanted
a noble goal.
Yeah, and we wanted to make it a roguelike as well.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the two pillars that we started with. And then when we spoke to our gun programmer, we decided
the
team
is that a real role in the world, a gun programmer?
that's what he's done. That's
okay,
what he's done. And he really wanted to make a very unique gun system, a bit like if people have heard of it, Noita. Where you kind of chain your gun mechanisms like the spells, and when you press click, it goes through all of them and it makes magic somehow.
It's a nice description. Have you rehearsed that one?
Not at all.
Cool.
Yeah. And in terms of the art style, we kind of went through a lot of different iterations. Originally it was going to be just this like laboratory, and then I think at some point it was a mansion, but then we kind of landed on this idea of this Art Deco casino, and from there we took inspiration from BioShock, of course, and things like Doom in terms of the enemies as well. But yeah,
so I guess it's safe to say then that you came from a mechanics first kind of perspective when creating the game, and then basically tried to find the world and the narrative and whatnot to fit with what you already had created.
Yeah, we essentially built the game around the core mechanic of the gun, and we kind of built systems that kind of meshed with it, and added on the perk system and blocking as well, parrying. So there was a bit more depth within the combat, and yeah, I think we've made something pretty special. We're all proud of it.
Yeah, cool. So is that that kind of way of working from mechanics up, is that a way that you've worked before? Is that something you always do, or was it different this time round? And how was that?
I'd say we had like a good idea of mechanics we wanted to like go around, and that was our strong point. It was our USP, I'd say. So I think making it like our main focus and putting everything around it really like highlights it much better.
Sure. So the team kind of all kind of agreed upon the original idea of the mechanics first, and that's when you kind of started development.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah,
cool.
I'd say when it came to things like the story, there was a lot more back and forth between everyone. Yeah. So it took a lot longer to get to a point where we were all happy with the theming and the story as well, with the scientist and the other characters in our game.
Would you advise it as a way for people to go through development, or do you have any tips as to like the best way to find your way through the ideation kind of process at the beginning?
So I think looking back on our experience, one thing we probably could have done is kind of completely refine the core experience, rather than thinking of a very expansive mechanic and kind of patching things up with duct tape as we go along.
Okay.
I think we kind of went through and we almost designed everything to a polished state, and we never had that block out stage. You know, even if you look at our original build, it's quite similar to what it looks like now.
Crikey.
Yeah, it's.
So did that take a long time to get your first build together then?
Not really. I'd say we got about 3 weeks in, and we had definitely the look down, and then we got kind of advice that at that point we had this look, but it didn't necessarily have direction, and that's where we started taking inspiration more from BioShock, and kind of stylistically we really branched out from there. But yeah, the kind of core, even the look, it like was always there, and it was just expanding from there.
Did you test early? Did you get into game and test early?
Yeah, we had a lot of testing. Yeah. If you want to,
it's been really enjoyable just chatting. I'm like, I'm actually going to be playing a game, aren't I?
Yeah. It's quite long.
Okay. All right. I'm going.
This will suit you, Rich.
Will it?
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also got we do have inverted controls.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. It's fully voice acted as well. We should shout out to both our sound designer Eden, who joined us in February,
finally,
and our 2 voice actors, Tamsin and Charlie.
Cool. And I will gladly be of service to inform you that
It's a nice looking game.
Yeah, it's an interesting aesthetic.
Thanks.
See, I found you poking around my casino.
Yeah, we kind of went for like a realistic look. I think that was our like strong point. I know that me and Finn, another artist, basically that is we're very into it, and we like making realistic materials and stuff like that.
It was fate.
Any comments on the artistic side then, AD?
It's nice that it's realistic, although I think the weapon is quite unusual, and you'll be really quite intrigued by it, Rich.
Okay, so first things first.
Controls.
Yeah, of course. Oh,
Nice
so
menu.
gameplay.
Nice stylized
Go
menu.
to invert the way. Oh, so wait, is that?
You click the squares. Yeah.
Oh, there we
And
go.
Also the vertical as well.
Oh, I don't want the horizontal. I just want the vertical. Oh my god, yeah, that would be catastrophic.
Yeah.
Cool.
Our programmer Tolu, he went ham on the settings. We even have an arachnophobia filter.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have little heads like little spider heads that crawl around and explode, and if you put on the arachnophobia filter, they turn into floating heads.
You serious? That's amazing.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Left shift and C to slide. Apex. All right. Hold C to continue. Cool. Okay.
Please to exterminate them for me.
So
Nice video with the tutorial there.
yeah, that's nice. Just try it out. Like as much as I want to play the game, I do also want to have a little look around. This is nice.
Oh yeah,
It's a nice aesthetic.
it's very nice.
Nice
Okay,
use of
so-
lighting as well.
I think one of the things the artist did really well was get the sky fog volume down to a T right at the beginning. So if you go around, you can open the box and get your first gun mechanism. It's random which one you get. There's a choice of 3 at the beginning: laser, pistol, or assault rifle. And yeah, you can attach it.
Oh, you draw a line to link it.
Yeah.
Hey, interesting.
So if you press I now,
Have I picked it up already?
you have picked it up. Yeah. So you'll see your laser mechanism, and that is your start point. And they always go to white, but it is blue.
It is blue. Okay.
Yeah. We need to kind of rework some of the UI. That was one of the pieces of feedback we got, but we kind of knew, because white to white makes sense.
Yeah.
And this is all in Unity, is it?
All in Unity.
All in
yeah.
Unity.
It's
Yeah.
funny. It looks more like.
It's
Oh my
really
god.
Oh dear. Live
Oh
on
my
air,
God.
guys. Live on air.
Oh my god.
Oh, what did I
seen
do?
that one before.
What did I do?
If you press F1, we can debug back to if you go to tutorial.
Okay. Now that I know
That's
F1's
good.
there,
That's
cash money, baby.
That's handy, Rich.
You are the only person to ever make
So, I still have my... Yeah.
You'll get 2 now.
Yeah. I'm just going to keep doing that. Not that I'm an exploiter in games. Please don't ban me from any of the games I play.
No cheats included.
Yeah.
At the very least, we can show off how the gun system works in relation to connecting mechanisms. So that will be quite fun. So you can open the box again.
Let's go.
Another laser.
Wow.
So now you've got 2 lasers.
Oh, I see.
You can
And
drag.
if
You can drag that up, Rich.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
you
So
can
I've got to link it from
connect
here.
the laser to the laser. So now what that will do is whenever you fire a laser, when it hits, it shoots a laser. And you can get a lot of outlandish combinations. We have a bean launcher as well.
What?
Where essentially it shoots a bean, and our favorite combination of mechanisms is the scatter with the bean, with a scatter and then a bean, because what happens is you launch a shotgun of beans, and then each time the bean bounces, it launches a shotgun of beans, and yeah, it gets quite crazy.
Okay, so I'm absorbing some blood here, and what's that doing then?
That's a nice
That's
effect.
refilling your ammo.
Yeah.
So you've
Okay.
fully refilled your ammo. Does a nice little animation.
Let's press F to open the door. What's that? Just anticipating enemies running at me. I'm like, oh, one-shotted. Is my gun a bit OP? Oh dear.
A little bit. You've also got the Easter egg crate behind you. It's got a 5% chance of spawning, and it always gives you a bean. So.
Oh yeah. Well then, right. So this is okay. So how am I connected? So what options do I have here, or is it kind of linear? I always have to do one to the next, or
Yeah, so it is one to the next, but the way they're ordered, it will do different things.
right?
So if you have the projectile launcher like first, then every time it bounces, it shoots the laser. If you have the laser first, every time, like, it will be a one shot where it spawns a bean as well.
This is bonkers.
Yeah.
So what build should I go for here? Do you reckon? This is interesting.
I reckon maybe start with the bean and then put the lasers on. You also do have to worry about ammo costs because each mechanism costs a certain amount of ammo. So the more mechanisms you add, the more ammo it costs, and you can kind of lock yourself in the fact that the gun costs so much ammo that you can't.
You just don't use it.
Yeah.
I like that though. I like being able to just break it.
Yeah.
What? It really is a bean.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Okay. Let's get some more blood.
Replenishment needed.
Okay, right. Where are you guys? You're gonna get beamed up. Press F to activate it.
Nice.
So this next section is the shop. So from here you can buy more mechanisms. You can also buy perks as well. And we've got a character called the bartender that is kind of they're helping you, but they kind of don't like you.
Okay.
They're kind of forced to help you. So they're a bit sassy.
Guy, okay. I like a bit of sass.
I have to say, just as a slight dig at Finn, that no blender was used in any of this development?
It was.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. He's an advocate for Blender.
Sniper mechanism. We're running out of ideas.
Yeah.
Love it. There is like a nice kind of identity that the game has. It doesn't take itself too seriously.
Yeah, that's kind of what we wanted to. It's
Big boom, big fun.
big boom, big fun. The fun thing about the explosive shot is you can just attach it straight to the gun, so it's the explosion right where you are, and so it's almost like a force blast away.
Okay.
Or you can attach it to your every time they bounce, they explode. So it's quite fun.
I don't have enough money. For
You don't
that,
have
do
enough
I?
money.
Maybe all right. Maybe all right. Let's get on. I need to see my bean gun. Press tab to use items and add abilities to your hotkeys. Oh, okay.
So we have active perks and passive perks.
Right.
The items aren't. They have their own separate hotkeys that you can use.
Right. Let's go shoot this bean. Otherwise, I'll be here all day trying to customize my build and stuff. This lift, then we shoot some people.
This lift, then we shoot some people.
Okay.
We have 2 basement levels, and then it goes into casino, which the rooms are generated in like procedurally in a norm. So we have like custom-made rooms, and then they're just placed randomly throughout the level. We also have a generator where each floor has a different carpet and wallpaper.
And is it called the texture swapper generator?
I
That's
think
quite a term.
I think it might be.
Yeah. Right. What have we got here? Is there anything up? They're gonna jump me. I know they are. Don't
Luckily,
you jump me.
I'll tell you a trade secret.
Yeah?
This room is safe.
Okay.
It's the next room you gotta watch.
All right. Yeah, I see you coming. Ah! Oh, wait. Yeah, the beam destroys, actually, doesn't it? Oh, hello. Oh, this is fun. Oh, you're still alive. The bean just... It's just bonkers, like having this super gory game and I'm just shooting a bean at them.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that bean destroys, though.
Yeah.
So,
It's basically because you've got 2 lasers on, every time the beam bounces, it shoots a laser out. And then every time that laser gets shot, it shoots another laser at the minute.
Yeah. That's quite a lot of internal damage going on right there. So I'm absorbing the blood here. That's going into these vials on the gun, is that right?
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
And how do I
Just move
heal?
around while you're doing that. It's quite
The
cool.
way you heal, it's a pretty cool effect. That was you. Yeah.
No, it's
It's not very complex, but it's just a Unity particle system with a little triangle sprite, which is just following the player with some turbulence.
In terms of the theming for the game, we wanted to go for quite a gory game, but at the same time you're shooting beans at them, so it's got that silliness to it.
I do love it. Okay.
Puny but powerful.
You can also get a bounce modifier on your gun, which makes the beans bounce more. So then, therefore, they'd shoot more lasers.
Okay. I do love the mix of combinations you can have.
Yeah, it's.
I'm just gonna knock him off. Deal with it. Oh, we got an air. Damage
up.
I mean, why are you not gonna have that on? Okay, so should we put that at the start of the chain?
Yeah, that's probably the best one. So that goes onto the yellow.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So you can attach infinite stat modifiers, and they're basically the best.
That's cool.
The best upgrade you can get because
Yeah.
they don't cost any ammo.
Nice lighting. Look at that
Wait,
lighting.
where did I come from? I'm going this way, aren't I? Yeah.
That was Finn, wasn't it? Oh, that was you.
That's such an interesting mechanic. Yeah. So, I mean, do you guys still enjoy playing your game? Because, you know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
I've in fact on what was it, on the second day of EXPO, we were doing some bug fixes late at night as per usual, and me and a few of the programmers, we just went into like the testing engine and just kind of were messing around with the system, and we wanted to see how much beans we could instantiate in a level before it crashes.
Yeah.
And I think we got to like 60,000 before it
Oh my God.
got a bit choppy.
Yeah. What graphics card do you use in there?
that was on a 1080. But yeah, it was quite fun. It took a minute.
Yeah.
It took a minute, but they were all there. The thing about the scatter mechanism is it's multiplicative. So the first one, it adds 5, but then you add another one and it's 5 times 5.
Yeah. Oh my
And
word.
so, you know,
So it doesn't take long before it really gets out of hand.
yeah, it's like
So how many
4 scatter mechanisms and you're
Let's
there.
go back to our menu. So can you literally just fill this entire page with different modifiers?
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's bonkers.
We've got
You guys are nuts.
we've got a gun inventory system. So in it, the maximum is 20.
Yeah.
What we want to do is add into the store a capacity upgrade, so you can upgrade your inventory, and also the bullet cost, because you know the more you add, the more it costs. And at the minute, there's a flat rate of once you get to a point, you're not shooting anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if you could tie that to like a leveling up of the overall character or something, so that as you're leveling up, like you're rewarded not just by the amount of things that you've picked up, but because you're a higher level, you can now use more sophisticated or bonkers weaponry.
Yeah. I think that's where we want to go with it. We've got at the minute we've got some like player upgrades. So in the store, you can buy like health upgrades that increase your max health, and some of the perks are quite bonkers.
Yeah.
There's one that you can get that just slows down time.
Like Matrix.
Yeah, like Matrix.
So you could be Neo.
Yeah.
Shooting a bean at people.
Yes, exactly.
Love it.
In fact, if you go into the store, you might have it there. It's random, but it's called Revealing Eyes. If you go into perks, on abilities, Revealing Eyes, yes. If you press F1, you can get some cash money, baby.
Oh, don't. I'll be here all day. I think we'll be wrapping up for a lunch break fairly soon. So
Okay.
don't get me started. When it's customization, that's my thing. Like any game that allows me to make different builds and stuff, that's when you lose me. Thankfully, all the marking's done, so so it's okay for me to do that, but maybe not right now. Cool. So I guess with wrapping up, it might be worthwhile asking, like, if you have any tips for other people that you've learned through this kind of phase of development, because we're always learning. But this one in particular, are there any things that you guys kind of discovered that you think were really important to you that would be useful to other people who are on their own dev journey?
I think one of the big things working on the levels with Rob, we're using a lot of modular kits, and I think I'm not great with modular kits, so you might have to talk about this, but really communicating as a designer with your artists to see what's possible. And sometimes all you've got to do is ask for something. If it's not bonkers, sometimes you don't have to work around what you've already got. You can just ask someone to make it.
I think a lot of the issues came with our like level designers. We had like a pretty bare bones kit of just like flat walls and just like 90-degree corners. And I think having more like communication with a designer of what I want to be able to do with my art and what he wants to do with his level is really important. And knowing what we can do and get away with in terms of art-wise is pretty good. It
is always kind of really strange for me because I'm quite a communicative person, and I ask people for all sorts of things. I get loads of free things as a consequence. But it always kind of is strange to me when people won't just go and ask. And essentially, that's what you're saying. Communicate. Like, it might seem like a bit of an ask to you, but you go and ask someone, and they're like, "Yeah, let's do that."
But you got some really good feedback from the expo from the VIPs, didn't you? So.
Yeah, we got really good feedback with our environments and our design. Especially people really liked the gun mechanics and. It's super cool. Like I'm totally going to be nailing this and just finding the most crazy builds that I can. We need to have a space somewhere that we can share our crazy gun builds or something. Yeah, that'd be good.
We do have we do have a playtesting server. The link is on our itch page.
Cool.
Probably someone's going to post it on the Twitch.
Yeah, we keep spamming the itch. So I guess basically anyone who's interested in playing the game, jump on the itch, and you've got a bunch of extra details there for like getting on the playtest server, and show some love and support.
Yeah.
And from us, I guess all that's left is to say thank you very much and keep up the good work.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. And I'll post you some crazy gun builds.
Definitely.
Cool.
Yeah, and just to say thanks to everyone on our team who have just worked so hard for this to be possible. So thank you everyone, and thank the staff as well. Thank the lecturers. Yeah, it's been a fun time.
Thank everyone.
Yeah,
everyone. Thank you. You all know who you are. All of you.
We want more. What you've done.
Cool. More. All right. Lovely. Well, have yourselves an awesome day and put your feet up a little bit. Yeah. It's been a long old year. So thank you so much for coming on, and thank you so much for your hard work.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, guys.
Well done. Thank you. No problem.